Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope you all are doing well. Uh, this is the dude from the Dinosaur and the Dude. Uh, Here to drop some oats in your bowl. It's early as fuck. I don't know exactly what time it is, but sometimes I get up super early, for various reasons. But I figured, why not? Didn't want to leave you the weekend without something, and whether it's this the end of the weekend or the start of the week for you, regardless. Just wanted to drop a nugget or two, and hopefully it helps somebody. I think sometimes one of the things that I have to make sure that people are aware of, because I have to remain aware of that myself, is that there's this whole thing of like when you're striving for it, very very goal. I don't know if it's goal oriented, but focused on a goal. And sometimes it might seem like I'm doing this over here, but really in my head I'm doing that in order to get me closer to the goal. Like A is going to facilitate the needs I need for B, which gets me to G, my goal. But there's this thing where people like look at other people that are successful, and those people that are successful tells them certain things that I just want to throw a little yellow caution flag, not a red flag, because it's not bad. It's not red flag, hey, stop, don't go that way. It's more like a yellow flag, like just be mindful. And that's when people tell you, you gotta obsess. You gotta be obsessed with what it is you're trying to achieve. And in a way, this is true. But also have some things in place where you aren't killing yourself in the process. And what I mean by that is making sure that you have people around you that you can talk to about what you're obsessed with, because being obsessed with something is great. I mean, you're super focused. This is what you're about. This is what I'm getting up to do. This is okay. Now go. But in the back of your head, remember that all you're saying is go. And one person was saying, if I run the p-test, if you realize that you need to go piss, or that you haven't eaten, or that you haven't slept, those are things where you're obsessed with it, and you're like, oh man, and that's great. But then also keep in mind that you need to do that shit. You need to piss, you need to eat, and you need to sleep. It sounds great on Instagram. It sounds great when you're doing whatever it is that you're trying to inspire other people to do, whether that's YouTube, TED Talk, and Insta, or Facebook, whatever the fuck you're doing. Do it safely, because the opposite of that is, well, unsafe. And the results of that is like that obsession becomes a very, very isolating thing. You're the only one in your world. You're the only one thinking this. You're the only one doing this. Fuck everyone else. I don't want to talk to you because you can't hear what I'm saying, or you don't think of the things that I'm thinking of the way I'm thinking of it. You start to isolate people. You start to not hang with people, you have to realize that part of that obsession thing is you seeing something that others can't, whatever that you're trying to achieve. Hopefully it's positive, by the way. But whatever it is you're trying to achieve, you're really the only one that can visualize it at the best, because it's your thing. Very seldom do you have something that you're obsessing about or that you're wanting to achieve in an obsessive way that someone else is also visualizing it just like you. And if you do, then great, because that means you're not going to be alone. But if you are the only person, there's going to be some lonely fucking times. I don't know how else to say it. There's just going to be some lonely fucking times. And there's going to be depression. There's going to be where you're feeling like no one fucking gets what you're saying. And then it's going to be the flip of that, where you're, okay, am I really trying to do something that is impossible? That's not for me to do, or I'm not going to ever be capable of doing, or I'm wanting to achieve this but it keeps slipping out of my grasp. Or you're trying to get the independence, you're trying to get something in place, and it just for some reason doesn't work out, and it continues to not work out. And you hear people talk about, no, don't ever give up, as soon as you give up, that you never know, you're one step away from achieving your goal, but you'll never realize it because you gave up. That's easy for people to say. But when you're going through that shit, oh man. People talk about the grind, but holy fuck. Hold on a minute. Okay, back. I don't know why I had to say hold on a minute. Could have just edited that whole thing out. Full disclosure, when you drink 2 glasses of water and 2 cups of coffee, you're going to need to piss frequently. So just a public service announcement right there for people that are trying to figure out, hey, how can I piss 4 times in less than 2 hours? Here you go. Here's how you do it. In any case, the whole point of this oats is just to basically inspire and remind people to do things as healthy as possible. If you're obsessing about something, awesome. I obsess about stuff. I go at my goals in an obsessive way that I assume that some people might be concerned sometimes in regards to what I'm doing. It's inspiring of how it is, okay, or how cool it sounds. It's like, okay, this dude has completely checked out. And so yeah, I don't go out. I don't party. I don't hang out with people. I don't call them. I really, like, there's ghosting, and then it's just sort of like, where the fuck did he go? And as in other episodes, people like hear me talk about that kind of stuff with relationships that I'm in. Sometimes I'm that way when I'm just getting into stuff that I am really, really focused about, really, really wanting to work at, and the grind is something that I just dive completely into. And in some regards, that is something that might be considered unhealthy. So I don't want to ever come off as inspiring people to do things to a certain level like I do, because then I know I need to work on those things myself. So I figured I'd go ahead and just spread that little insight it's really something to where I hope that everybody has something that they're trying to achieve, something positive, something awesome, some goal that they're looking to do. And if there was a way that I could help people, I would. But right now, the only way I can think of doing that is by doing this podcast with the Dinosaur and oats at ridiculous times in the morning, because something comes up in my head that would be great to have available for people to listen to. It's not really anything that I want people to stop doing. I want you to really passionate about your fucking goal, and you're passionate about it. I want to say that as much as more so than obsessed. Passionate sounds a little bit more positive. Obsessed doesn't, but each and every one of those. Here's the difference that I always say. When you achieve something, you're passionate about it. People will say you're passionate about it. Oh, he's so passionate about that. He was so driven. He was so obsessed, and focused. When you seemingly don't achieve something, I fail, that's when people will say you're crazy. They knew it wouldn't work. And that's the double edge of obsessed, because that word can be used both ways. He's so obsessed about this thing and it just fell flat. You succeed at it, you're passionate. Oh man, he stayed focused, driven. You're testament to some other person to go ahead and keep doing what they're doing. People just don't see that grind. People just don't see that the more downs than ups. They only see the ups, right? When you're down about it, that's when they're probably telling you, hey, maybe you should stop. Maybe you should do this instead. Maybe you should do that instead. I just hope that people take the breaks that they need. Have the healthy distractions that you need. Get some sleep. Eat. Don't have a bunch, but of course I would say don't have a bunch. Don't have a bunch, but have those people that are close to you, that really listen to you, that really want the best for you, that really are in your corner. They're your best cheerleaders. They're your best promoters and advocates, and people that really want you to succeed. And they may not have an understanding, or they may not have the ability to give you a connect the way you need in order to get you further, but they have the time to listen to you. And that, for people that are like that, I want you to know that means a fucking lot. God, that means so much when somebody that is really driven and passionate about something, and they have someone that they know has no expertise or no knowledge of what they're talking about, but they listen anyway, and they provide this little tidbit of advice, or they have questions, or they genuinely want to know more, and they're not there just checking a box saying, well, I asked her about this, and so now I'm good. Now, those people that genuinely want to know, man, you guys are the lifeblood to those people that are really striving to do something. No matter how crazy it might seem to you, you're listening to them. And that's something that's very, very helpful and important. Continue to be that person that listens. Continue to be the person that tells them straight up, yo, let's go for a walk. Yo, come with me for a drive. Let's go to this kick-ass Cambodian restaurant. just to get them the fuck out, because if, like me, you do things besides yourself and you realize hours and hours and hours later, fuck, I haven't eaten. Holy fuck, I need to drink more. So I have to get up early so I can work out, so I can drink fluids, so I can stay on top of things, because I know that once I get into what I'm trying to achieve, I can have these rabbit holes of focus that can go on for quite some time. So just check in on the people that are really trying to do the impossible, the seemingly impossible. Check on these people. Let them know you love them. Let them know you care. And that right there, let them know you love them. Let them know you're interested and you want to know, hey, how much? What's the progress like? Even if the progress is fuck all, inspire them to keep going. One of the things that some people say is like, you have to love the journey, not the destination. And this is true. You do have to love what the journey that you're putting into, because that's part of you can't continue to grind if you don't love the journey. And there's something to it. I should say that. But the destination, that's what the pain and the torture of not ever getting to the destination is something that I don't think that people know how real that is. And so for someone to say, nah, man, enjoy the journey. Yeah, the journey is true. That is true. There's something to the journey that you need to enjoy. You need to enjoy finding the information, realizing your successes. And that's important for an obsessed person to, for a very passionate, very focused person. Realize how far you've gotten and celebrate that. Take some time to celebrate that. Fuck, I found a new look at it. I've done this. Okay, wow, man. I can draw feet. I can draw an eye. I can draw hands. Because before you couldn't, or you weren't doing it as well as you'd like. Celebrate the fact that you're able to do that, but realize there's more to do. So those destinations that you get to are real. You need to get to those destinations. Otherwise, you get burnt out. And if you don't have anybody that's really like saying, hey, let's, you're trying to learn a new language. Hey, let's have a language day. And they can't speak a fucking lick besides restroom and thank you. But they want to dive in and help you in what you're trying to achieve, trying to learn a language, trying to learn whatever the fuck it is, sign language or drawing or how to shoot a movie. Help those people out. Because people don't know how far and how much that means to those that are trying to achieve stuff. And they're passionate about something and they are very, very focused on it. To have these people that come into their lives that are helping them in some sort of way reach their destination, I guarantee you it will not be forgotten. I guarantee you it is helpful. So do that, and just give them a call, text them, say, hey, I saw this and I thought of you, and let that passionate, focused, obsessed person that's doing something that no one else has ever done know that you genuinely care for them and you want to see them achieve and you want to see them reach a destination, so that when they get to that destination, they know I got more I can do. I now I want to do this. Now that I've achieved this major milestone, this major goal, this major part of my goal, now I'm going to achieve another part. I guarantee you, there's no means of being able to there's no means of being able to articulate. There's no way I can articulate how much that means to someone, how much fuel they'll have to go further, and how thankful they'll be. I know the people that I know the people that check in on me. I know the people that ask me about things. I know the people that drop a line here and there saying, "Hey, how you go about striving for your goals is, it means something to them. It's inspirational or whatever to them." Those tidbits, those here's and there's, those messages, those calls, they mean a lot. And it helps because shit gets dark. Shit gets really dark, and people love to celebrate after the fact. But the means of which you grind, the means of which you do things, it helps us a lot. So if you got a creative person out there, if you got someone that's trying to build a fucking intergalactic spaceship, and if no one else has ever done it, but they're so fucking driven to do it. Hey man, just thinking about you. Hope you're doing well, and hope you're coming up with some of the best ideas possible. I know you are. I'd love to hear about them whenever you got time. Be genuine about that and shoot that message off to them. Fuck, that'll mean so much to them. That means a lot to me. I would imagine it means a lot to others like me out there. So there it is. There's your oats. Be, again, for all the driven fuckers out there, do it healthy. Take breaks. Be mindful of yourself. Work out, drink water, get sleep, eat something, in a healthy fashion, vegetables and some proteins or something. I don't know, but just keep yourself in mind. For those with the passionate and driven person in their life, check in on them, inspire them with your questions, inspire them with your looking out for them. Try not to shoot down what they're thinking about, because I trust me, they shoot it down themselves just fine. They are their worst critic, and they cannot escape themselves. So they are mindful of their shortcomings and quote unquote failures more than anyone can point out to them. To that, I just say to the passionate and the driven out there, use your failures as fuel. Use the hate as fuel. That people, use the doubt that people and the hate that people give you, and the snide comments, and the you don't get around, I guess we're not friends. Use that as fuel to keep going, because the things you're sacrificing mean something. In order for you, you see that as something you have to sacrifice in order to remain focused. So use that as fuel to keep going. Just remember to take care of yourself. Those that know them, remember to look after them, because they will forget themselves. And that's it. I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say. Other than that, I just wanted people to know that. So wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the fuck you're doing, do it well, do it amazing, do it safe, and if it's something cool and good, do it a fucking ton of times. All right. This is the dude from The Dinosaur and the Dude, and this is a bowl of oats. You guys stay cool, and we'll check you on the next podcast. I think Dinosaur was she's getting a cybernetic spine put in, I believe. If I remember correctly, it's something like that. Something like a cybernetic spine. Whatever. She yeah. So she's fine. I think. Heavily medicated or whatever. But maybe. I'm babbling. Alright. Check you all later. Thanks. Love you all.